Hi guys, it's me Lisa. I thought I'd do this witchy tag video that's going about. It's called the 16 question witchy tag. I saw a subscriber that I'm subscribed to called Wonder Weirdness Witchcraft. I think that's his name. He's from Australia. And he did this tag. It's a 16 question witchy tag. So I thought, what the heck, I'll do it. So I'm going to put all the questions in the description bar, so if you want to do it, you can do it. So the first question is, do you have a witchy name? I don't have a witchy name. Years and years ago I did. Years ago I was called Amethyst Lily Moon. I called myself, but my YouTube name has been called Lisa the Pagan, but now obviously you know me as Hoodoo Mama, because I mainly do hoodoo magic basically. So I don't really go by a witchy name. Everyone knows me by Lisa or by my YouTube name. Number 2, where are you located and what brought you there, and was you born there? Bradford, where I am now. I moved here. I did live in Leeds in England years ago, and then I moved to Bradford. I moved in with a friend from Leeds to Bradford, and then I met my partner Craig, who I've been with 14 years now. I know I wasn't born there. I was actually born in Dover. So that's question 2. Number 3, do you wear any special jewellery while doing spell work? No, I don't. I just do spell work when it needs to be done, basically. I don't wear any special jewellery or anything like that. Number 4, favourite place or space to be? Mainly my bedroom, because that's where my altar is. So that is very much my favourite place to be. And also I like to be out in nature when I can get out, basically. Number 5, what is your favourite crystal for magic? I don't really use crystals in my magic that much, but my favourite crystal is an amethyst, because that's my birthstone. So I go with amethysts, and I love hematite as well. I like that, and I absolutely love selenite, because it's very good at cleansing. So if you have any other crystals, if you stick a selenite on top of any crystal or anything, it'll cleanse it. Like even with your tarot cards or anything, put a selenite crystal in with it and it'll cleanse your deck. So yeah. Number 6. Yeah, number 6 is, how long have you been practicing magic, witchcraft? Well, I started when I was, I must have been about 15, 16 maybe. So I'm 34, so yeah, a long time. So around about, 14. No, so probably around about 20 years, probably, yeah. If I was about 14 and 15, because I'm 35 in February. So about nearly 20 years, something like that. Do I have a deity? Number 7, do I have a deity? I did work with Hecate many years, well, a year and a half, 2 years ago. But now I work with a saint, La Santísima Muerte. I work with her. She is a saint of Mexico. That's who I work with now, Santísima. Number 8, what is your favourite incense or smudge? That's question number 8. My favourite incense is probably nagchamba, or sandalwood, or anything vanilla, basically. I love the scent of vanilla, oh my god. Favourite smudge, well, I love Palo Santo, and I love the smell of it, the sweet smell of the wood. I use that to cleanse stuff, so that's the kind of scents that I like. Number 9, have you ever cleansed anywhere of a negative entity? Not from, well, I wouldn't say she was a negative entity, because she was only a child. I do have a video from many years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, on my channel of me going on about that I have a spirit that hangs around my altar, but it is a little girl. But she's now gone, but I did helped her pass on, obviously. But a negative entity, I have done a cleansing in someone's house before of an entity. It was an older man, and he was harassing the family in the house, obviously, like trying to push them away, push chairs away and stuff like that. But I did actually manage to send this man away, back to spirit where he should be. So that was good. It took me a while to do. It took maybe a few hours because he was so strong, this man. Things got thrown, cups, saucers flying every bloody where, chairs being flung. It was like something from the bloody from a movie. But yeah, I did get rid of this thing for them, and the house is completely amazing now. So that happened. That was question number 9, wasn't it? Yes. Right, number 10 is your favourite witchy show. Everyone's going to say Charmed because all witches love Charmed. Well, maybe not all witches, but I love Charmed. Other favourite witchy shows, I'm trying to think if there's any more. I only really mainly just used to watch Charmed, really. But shows that I've been on TV, I did love The Secret Circle. I loved that show. I'm trying to think if there's any more. No, I don't think there's any more that I like. It's mainly I love any mystical, magical kind of stuff. What was it that I watched the other day that was good? There was a good film that I watched the other day. Miss Peregrine's Home for Spectacular Children or Special Children. They're the kind of things that I like to watch. I love anything like that. Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic, anything like that I love. Anything witchy or magical or fantasy kind of things, mystical things. I love stuff like that. Number 11, what do you do to help raise energy before spell work? Well, I would take a spiritual bath first off anything before I do any spell work. Excuse me, I've got itchy nose. I would have a spiritual bath, and then I would cleanse myself with Florida water, which I'd cleanse my head, my forehead, my heart, my hands, the top of my feet and the bottom of my feet, and the back of my neck here. That's what I do before I do spells. But to raise energy, I normally play. There's something on here on YouTube that you will love. It's called I think it's called Drumming of the Moon or Drumming by the Moon, and I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like drumming. It's like a drumming circle noise, like of drums, at the moon. I think it's called Drumming by the Moon or Drumming of the Moon or something like that. But that's the thing that I listen to when I'm doing music because it gets me in the mood and I feel, relaxed and stuff. So that's what I do before spell work. Number 12, do you see yourself helping people magically? I do all the time. I do magical stuff for people anyway. That's number 12. I do stuff magically for people. Number 13, what is your preferred divination? I do use oracle cards. I can't get along with normal tarot. It just doesn't gel with me. I love my oracle cards. So that's the kind of thing that I use for divination. Excuse me. Number 14, what element do you work with the most? I mainly work with the fire element because I'm always doing candle magic. That's the kind of things that I do. I do candle magic, so I mainly use the fire element, basically. Question number 15. If you threw a party, which YouTube witches would you invite? How long have you got? the main people would definitely be Tequila, because she's bloody awesome. You might know her as Lady Grave Dancer. Then there'll be Trina, who's also known as Sunshine Morning Ray. I'd invite Ravenflower, because she's lovely. I love her. And obviously my best friend, October Rain. I'll invite her anyway, because she's my best buddy. God, there's so many witches on YouTube that I love. I'm trying to think who else. I'm not quite sure. The 3 Hoodoo Sisters. I'd invite them. Dr. Keone, I'd invite him. Oh God, there's so many witches and hoodoo practitioners that I'd love. But mainly probably be Tequila, Lady Grave Dancer, Trina, who is Sunshine Morning Ray, like I said. Ravenflower, she's lovely. Raven Ways, I would definitely her, because she's awesome. George, my friend, also known as the Shadow Boy, I'd invite him in an instant because he's awesome. And October Rain, they're probably the main people that I'd invite to a party. But there's probably more, but I just can't think off the top of my head, basically, because they're all awesome. And number 16, what are your witchy goals for the new year? Witchy goals? I don't really have any, really. I'm happy as I am at the moment. Maybe to believe in myself more. And yeah, probably to believe in myself more, because sometimes I think negative about myself, maybe. Everyone has self-doubts about themselves, don't they? So I think maybe be more, I don't know. I really don't know. Probably believe in myself more, basically. That's probably what it is. So there are all the 16 questions. I'm going to put the questions in the description bar, so if you're watching this, tag you're it. But yeah, I thought this was quite a good tag, so I thought, oh, I might do it. So yeah, this is the 16 question witchy tag. So I hope you liked it, guys, and I saw this on Wonder Weirdness Witchcraft channel. I watched it on his channel. So yeah, I hope you liked it, guys. Back business to you all, and blessed be. Bye. Mwah.